Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me. That is me on this evolutionary rise of an uprise that is happening at this time. Hi. Hello. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to this healing, sacred space created here for both you and I to occupy for however long you desire to occupy within this space for whatever reason brings you here. Divinely led and guided, I am. I don't even know why I'm here at this moment in time, but I do find myself shuffling the sexual tarot of magic. Tarot of sexual magic. Tarot cards. The High Priestess. Love, intuitive is I. I just finished doing something else and recording for my Evolve Into It coaching subscription platform, and so I felt led over here, and I'm just like, okay, it's a whole different tempo, different speed, different energy. So bless you, beautiful beings, right? With loving alchemy, to always be divinely led and divinely guided to live in full authentic alignment with you, right? True to you in every single kind of way, balanced, harmonizing in every kind of way. Peace be with you. Ooh. So, Tower. Divine masculine. He doesn't want me talking. Divine masculine. Tower. I didn't know we were going to start with there. It's like the bottom layer. Right? I'm reading this with extra love and care. Divine masculine. Something's gotta give. That's at the bottom of it, the root of it. When are you going to put to rest the facade? In his mind. Troubling times. Going inside. But distorted his mind. Whoever. So it's like plagued with distorted thoughts about outcomes of things based off of one's previous experience or preconceived notion of a reality that was falsified information to begin with, or just seeing the patterns of others one looks up to for one reason, but doesn't distinguish the whole, right? Like, so it's like having a favorite guru and then learning that they're horrible to their spouse. But because they're your favorite guru, right, you excuse certain kind of other parts of how they behave, right? Because of the one part that you, I don't know, this has to be for somebody, right? Because of the one part that does resonate with you and you look up to, right? So when you're in your mind about something else that's new, that really got nothing to do with that person, let's say, if it's a person, place, or thing, reality, but because of the influence that it has had on you, you're not realizing that your perception of what's happening in the now state is off of the lens that is distorted from that other state that you haven't identified but has influenced like your life or something, right? Right? Like that. So some kind of like even like, let's say like it's a motherly figure, right? So like, you know, even something like that, like having a loving, doting mother, but she was emotionally manipulative, right? And so maybe she said things in his upbringing that he holds on to as reality, and so doesn't want to go against the motherly influence that he has compiled in his memory, and like creating more of a problem than need to be sometimes, like, you know, um, and like foolishly like push forward, right? Because look at in the background of the Fool, there's lovers, so it's like in the back of his mind, like thinking, like, you know, like if someone thinks that they're not good enough, and so in the back of their mind, even though they're having a connection with somebody, in the back of their mind is that they're gonna get played, you know, because of their previous experiences or something, you know, something distorted with the divine masculine's view that really truly has to either come to an end. For some, it's coming to an end. For some, it needs to come to an end, and maybe the ones that it does come to an end for are going to be the energy and the vibration needed collectively to seed and breed, to further encourage and motivate the ones that need to do the same thing, you know, to do the same thing, you know, that kind of thing. You know, because it's just energy. Even though I say he, she, me, see, me, know that energy is just energy. Like, divine masculine energy exists within each and every one of us. Divine feminine energy exists within each and every one of us, too. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Right? Something needs to be put down. Right? Transformation. Right? So, something needs to look at. Something needs to come to terms or realization. How one sees something, because okay, someone's coming in as a knight of chalices, heart, and internet connections, right? So coming in out of, because this was the only card I saw upside down, Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles in traditional tarot is like, you know, being left out in the cold, right? So it's upside down, so like coming, right, coming out of this, coming in as the knight, and he's still in land. Wasn't this like the last time when I did cards and I was using the erotic tarot? And I was like, you know, he's still showing up as the knight. Right? Look at, so like it's like, and I'm looking at this card like divine feminine energy is offering more, and he's still like kind of like not taking it. So, and there's people watching. There's people in his life he feels is watching, so he has to put on like this show. But meanwhile, it's something else. not saying it's bad either. It's just like something needs to be put to, like, it's like still showing up as a knight, right? It's like when like Four of Wands is usually establishing like a foundation of some kind of sort. So it's like, when do you give in and just bust? When do you just come? That applies to some. When are you coming? When are you penetrating? When are you just allowing the foundation to build, to be celebrated? Like, when are you gonna allow this to happen, right? So, right, like, when is the kiss, right? When are you gonna serenade something, right? That's what I hear. Like, when are you gonna serenade something? When are you gonna stop putting on a show? And like funk what people back there have to say or think or do. Right? People can see that. People watch it. Let them watch. They're not happy anyways. Those that are gonna be for you will support you. Right? So, right, look at Knight of Chalices coming. He's still not in the water. Something needs to be put to death. Okay. Alrighty. The turtle. I always look at this one as the turtle. Moving slow. Moving slowly. Moving slowly. His offer, right? Right? Like if there's a communication about to take place. If it hasn't already. Okay. So, and this is also just being vulnerable and naked with yourself. Like, you want to look at this individually too, because, you know, as much as I like to be romantic, you know, in certain things, and I'm not saying that, you know, I don't want to romanticize life. It's nice too, you know, but I just think about the divine union within ourselves, right? The masculine and the feminine, and just coming undone and embracing one another. It's as within exudes on out. So if I can embrace the divine masculine energies within me and the divine feminine energies within me, that means that I can act in how I feel. Authentic, it's real, right? If I can act in this kind of space, then there is a romance happening here, right? Because that's what we want. Okay, so he wants romance. Right? The divine masculine energy wants romance. A heart to heart. The Queen of Wands. Look at that. When I see this energy here too with the Queen of Wands, I find it as a reminder to allow yourself to undress before him. The divine masculine energy. So it's like, even if you're radiating this within yourself, it's allowing yourself to take center stage, to come undone, to unravel, to go at your own pace, but to be intimate, to be vulnerable, to be sexy, to own it, right? So whatever it is that you're doing in the presence of the yang energy. So like, let's say, even if this is self-fulfillment, right? Right? Let's say it's even that. This is like going after your goals, your career, your ambitions, right? And undressing before yourself, feeling radiant, like this Queen of Wands right here. Abundant, beautiful, confident, worthy, deserving. Like, it's to embody that energy in whatever you're doing on the outside. To look at it like that too, right? But if this is a relationship, don't be so hard. Soften up. Allow that fire to melt you into revealing your passion slowly, because you are confident, you are sexy, you are divine, and look at how he looks at. Like he can eat you up. So there's a leveling of intimacy that is developing, right? Between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy that is coming undone. And maybe it's at a slower pace than, well, look at Queen of Chalices, look at feeding him from her bosom. This queen has much to think of, to consider, right? When he arrives. And look at, I like that the Queen of Chalices popped up first, because it's like, embrace him from your heart, not from your mind. Because your mind will play with it. What does your heart say? What does your heart feel? Come from this queen position, because look at this, comes from a conflict position. And you're showing up as the queen. It's like he finally arrives on his knees. Embrace him, because you are the queen. You are his queen. Don't get trapped in the mind, you see, because the mind will play tricks on you. Right? What else? This one's gonna be quick. Right? Look, something needs to be put to death. And it is. Good. So, you're in the water. You want him in the water. He's in his feels. Putting to death whatever didn't serve his mind for real. And you got the Ten of Chalices here, but like I told you, my perception of this is like he's still kind of turning away something. Okay. Perception. Mirror. Because I'm going to look at this as this queen here. Okay. So it's all a matter of perception. In this depiction, it looks like he can be turning away her offer. That she's exposed and offering unto he, right? And you can look at it like resistance from he, from this positioning. But look at this angling. In awe of she is he. So one can go in their ego and look at this as pridefully and say, well, I offered him everything. I was naked, I was bare, and he just turned away from me. And then that can change the energy of the scenario, because our feelings are hurt or perceived to be hurt. And what Spirit is saying, no, no, no. Look at how he sees you. Be vulnerable and bare. You are sexy, confident. Handle with care. Be shy. You're then shyer than you realize. Right? So like, it's like you think you meet this like confident person, and then you learn behind the scenes that they truly are not as confident as you would think. Or you meet someone that has been a player or a playboy or a playgirl, or you know, always in a relationship, constantly like dating and popular or whatever. And then you think, wow, well, they feel good about them, and you see them, and then you just learn behind the scenes that it's really not that. So I feel like it's like that mistaken identity with that reality too for themselves, meeting the coward within, or meeting the fear face on, looking, you're in your Empress energy, knowing, looking, and he's coming. But look at what he has around him, snakes. But look at what he's doing. He's like a sculpted, like God, still going, and look in the water. And you're there like, to know is to know, right? So he's coming. Full moon. Moon card. And I'm hearing full moon. So we just got through a new moon. Something, this full moon is being cultivated, revealed. Whenever you receive this, you receive this. So the next full moon, something can be revealed. Something. Say hi. You okay? She will. Okay, we're gonna go chill with this. Okay. Alright, some Shiva love, right? So something in the divine masculine energy is getting like frustrated with himself, maybe. And sometimes that's what's needed, like, an inner frustration of like being tired of our own bullshit. And that's gonna create a tower moment. And look at that. So yeah, feed him from your bosom, your heart space. He's coming to shower you with love, adoration, commitment, romance, right? To build something with you, to idolize you, to get you drunk. Get him so drunk to loosen up. Okay, look at that. To embrace you with his passions, to hold you in his arms, coming as the king. Finally showing up as the king. And embracing his empress, his king, his queen. Your son might be king on king, I don't know, whatever. Take it how it resonates. Look at Ten of Pentacles, the corner, look at to devour, to shower, to empower, to impregnate, to wine, to dine, to enjoy, to pleasure, erotica, maybe to go to the next level of intimacy. So like, let's say if you just started dating and you never kissed, to kiss. If, let's say, you've been dating and you only kissed and got into second or third base, to go to all the way, like, you know what I mean? Like, right? To come out of, like, to stay in your hype, useless energy, trust your intuition. During this time, you have the keys, right? She holds the keys. Don't be so harsh. right? Okay, don't be so cold. Be that Queen of Wands that you are, passionate, fiery, playful. And if this is individualized and not a relationship, be playful with what you are playing with into your life. So if you're if you're achieving your goals and setting out to do certain kind of things and you're doing certain kind of things or wanting certain kind of things, then to go in the energy of these creations of these things playfully, lightheartedly, joyfully. Why are you doing these things? Right? So that too, right? Okay. Foot worship. Cool. He likes your toes. Wants to stick them in his mouth. Someone's gonna talk. To go to the next level of intimate exposure of one's feelings. Some feelings revealing right through your patient. Beautiful. Full moon activation of a partnership, of a relationship, of a union, of a kiss, of something going a little bit more. It's divinely orchestrated. Yeah. The King of Swords showed up again, the Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, King energy, with his love, and someone lurking in the background. Aww. The Queen energy, thinking about her son or her ex, somebody that is single or married, here, divorced, single, married, divorced, or an influence, or has been an influence in that masculine's life that doesn't like something. She's about to get touchy, feely, lovey. It's like taking caution and no longer letting it rule you. Right? One more. No longer letting caution rule you, because this came out upside down, because Seven of Wands, because it came out upside down. Because it's not going to be hidden. Something's not going to be hidden anymore. Right. Something's going to be revealed. Divinely guided, orchestrated, protected. For real. Don't be in your head about it. Embrace it from your heart. Even if people are watching. Let them watch. Alright, gotta go.